we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a first and 10 at the 17. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
That's complete. It's Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
190. You better bring it. You better bring it. Hey, Rocket. Right now, you better bring it. Slam. Behind.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley, from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Badgley able to punch this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Watson, option left. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room, man.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Texans. 19. 48 right now. Let's go. Come on. Come on, D. 48.
It's complete to Fuller. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Check. Hey, go orange.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Ready? Set, 180.
Check 55, Mike. Coming to you.
3rd and long for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Fighting to stay upright. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Set, 19, 19,
Mike 48.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down.
But not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Well, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Johnson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end. 24.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Check Mike 27.
All day, every day, any day.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run. This is Johnson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Switch. 54.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Taylor. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with first and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
51 to Mike.
51. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hey, Mike.
They go play action now. Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
You got it.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Now Taylor going to lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds his target, Fuller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. They'll run on 1st down. Johnson Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
Hey, check Mike 27.
Throwing on second down. Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man, it's Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, LA! Travis Benjamin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd and 7, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
What we got? 59! Like 10. Double dog. That's the way.
49, check 49.
Shift! Watch the shift! Check!
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Watson now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Lucky.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Reset. 19. 10 by 10. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
The young incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Just a young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.